Hello, Miss Jones? Miss Jones in the General Affairs Department? Why are you not at your desk? There is something urgent that I need you to do, but you happen to be away just when I need you here. How useless can you be? What? Oh, it's Miss Smith from the sales department. I hope you're doing well. Hey, come back to your desk right now. We aren't done for the day yet. What are you doing, sneaking in a little bit of a break? You're 7 years older than me, but you're such a useless worker, I tell you. I'm sorry, but I was sent on an errand. What errand are you talking about? You know how our company is planning to have a barbecue party tomorrow? They asked me to go buy some ingredients for that. Oh, it's the one that President Huxley is going to host. He's a great one. He is considerate of his workers, and he is a kind, handsome man. And he's only 32 years old. I wonder if he has a girlfriend. What do you think? Miss Smith, I thought you had something urgent you wanted me to do. What? Oh my God, that's right. I should be back in about 30 minutes, so if you could leave a memo on my desk on what I should do, that would be great. If there is something I don't understand, I'll come to you and ask. Alrighty. Miss Smith, where are you now? The task you wrote on your memo, that's something that has to be finished by today, otherwise it won't meet the deadline. That's right, I told you that's why it needs to be done in a hurry. It looks like the task could have been assigned a month ago. Why has it been assigned now? We have our own situation here to deal with. You people in the general affairs can eat because we in the sales department work our butt off. So stop complaining and just do your work. There is not much time left, so I'll do my best, but please be careful next time. Alrighty. By the way, did you finish getting the things for the barbecue tomorrow? What? Oh, yes. The other staff members are putting the food in the refrigerator right now. I am so looking forward to tomorrow. Say, you know what? I hear that we are free to wear whatever we want to the barbecue. I'm planning on wearing my best outfit tomorrow. What about you? It's a barbecue, so I think I'll probably wear something that I can move around easily in and something that can get dirty. Oh, I see. Well, now that I think about it, I guess people in your department can only wear such things. You in particular can only do these odds and ends types of jobs at the company, right? You are an old miss, after all. All right, I win. I don't know what you mean about winning, but I need to work on the task you asked me to do, so please excuse me here. When you finish with it, print it out and put it on my desk, all right? Hey, Miss Jones! I know you're just a plain office worker, but what is that outfit you're wearing? Jeans and a sweater? You know that the host of this barbecue is our president, right? It's a rare chance for the workers to show ourselves off in front of the young, handsome president. Your TPO is way off. Why, hello there, Miss Smith. Today we'll be cooking meat and washing dishes, so we might get ourselves dirty when doing that. That's why I thought it best to avoid wearing a dress today. You don't understand anything. An event like today is a chance for people to become friendly with the president. Oh, I see. Oh, oopsies. Sorry, I guess you already know your place within the company. That's why you're wearing such a plain outfit. My place within the company? That's right. The office workers basically take care of unimportant errands of the company. That's why you are the server in today's barbecue. Since we are assisting our president, we in the General Affairs Department will be taking care of all kinds of things, but we are not necessarily the servers, per se. Then you can grill the meat for me. That's about the best you could do, old miss. Servers need to take care of our needs, so make sure to obey my orders, all right? As for grilling the meat, everyone is supposed to do their own grilling. What? I need to get more drinks, so please excuse me. What? Hey! Don't ignore me. You're responsible for grilling my meat. Come here quickly and grill me my meat. Hey, Miss Jones! I thought I couldn't find you, but then I see you talking friendly with our president. How does that happen? You're just an office worker. Mind your position. Stop trying to make yourself look attractive in front of the president. The only one who can go after him is me, because I work in the most important department in this company, the sales. I was serving him some drink just now, and we were getting on quite well. I just need a little bit of time, so don't get in my way. Get away from him right this moment. It serves you right. How does it feel to have beer showered on your head like that? Well, you really did it this time. This is what happens when a good-for-nothing office worker tries to make herself attractive in front of the president. I was talking with him only because he asked for me. What? No way that could happen. Come on, get back to your place and grill my meat. I gave you some beer, so now it's your turn to serve me by getting me some meat. I am going to change. What? It won't make any difference whether you change your outfit or not. If I continue wearing these clothes, I'll catch a cold. Oh, that's right. The president was saying that there will be a surprise announcement at the end of the barbecue. Maybe he's going to announce that he likes me. I guess when I served him beer, he noticed how attractive I am. Oh my God. Yes, I'm going to go up the social ladder by marrying into a rich family. Oh, there is some cooked meat. I think I'll eat that while I can. Oh, that's right. After he tells me that he likes me, it might also work well if I bring him a nicely grilled piece of meat. Then I can show everyone how close we are. You are going to be in so much trouble later. This meat is so good! What on earth? What was that surprise about? The president was saying that he would introduce his fiancée, so I thought he decided to skip the part about telling me that he liked me and go straight to getting engaged. I was surprised, but I quickly got my act together and braced myself. But why were you, Miss Jones, introduced? The engagement announcement was actually going to be in 2 months. What? But you showed how you were trying to get the president for yourself. That became obvious. What's wrong with that? There's no one more suitable to be the president's wife than I. Our president physically can't drink alcohol. What? That's what he was telling you, but you were so persistent. When he left his seat for a moment, you poured alcohol into his glass of tea. If I hadn't noticed that, he would have drank it and would have been carried off to the hospital in an ambulance. What? You mean that wasn't beer? He was telling you that he can't drink, so I think one could safely assume that that glass did not contain any alcohol. But I thought he enjoyed my company. The way you behaved made him think that you were quite dangerous. Also, the fact that you poured beer on my head was the last straw. That's why we decided to announce our engagement this evening, although it was a sudden decision. What the hell? Something is just not right. How can a plain old office worker get married to the company president? You're only given jobs that anyone could do. You only do boring work. The president and I have known each other since we were kids. We've been going out since I was around 20 years old. What? We used to work in different companies, but when it was decided that he was going to take over his grandfather's company, he thought it wouldn't be good if his future wife had no idea what kind of company he was going to take over. That's why I ended up changing companies. Well, I see. I guess anyone can do office work, so it's easy to change companies. It seems that you don't understand what office work consists of and that you really don't think highly of it. But I really don't want to be criticized by someone whose sales records are the worst in the department. Well, fine then. If the president is taken, I'll just look for someone else. Someone else? The managing director's son. I hear he's the president of a startup company. The managing director's son? That's right, I'll be able to marry into a rich family. I think it's impossible. What? Why not? At the barbecue today, you were eating the meat that someone else had grilled one after the other. What's wrong with eating meat that was cooked? That meat was all grilled by the managing director's son. What? Family members could also participate in the barbecue today, so he was also there. I thought we were grilling our own meat, but there was a woman who kept on stuffing herself with the meat that I grilled one after the other. She was wearing this flashy dress that wasn't suitable for the occasion, he said. I think he was talking about you. What? To begin with, I think you have other things to be concerned about right now. What? What are you talking about? Hey, why am I being fired? I did nothing to get myself fired. It's what the company decided, so there's nothing I can do. You probably said something to the president, didn't you? I am not so low as to bring my private affairs into company matters. Well, it's true that how you acted at the barbecue was the primary cause. What do you mean by that? First, you poured alcohol into the president's glass, which could have seriously endangered his life. Second, that you poured beer on my head. Third, that you chose to ignore that rule about grilling your own meat and took other people's meat before they could eat it. Based on those reasons, the company started looking into the possibility of other victims. The compliance department in the company conducted some hearings. What? Hearings? I would have you know, though, I am usually working as one of the members on the compliance team, but this time, other people were put in charge of the case. Once they started looking, there was so much that they discovered. For example, you tried to make an 18-year-old employee drink alcohol at your department's gathering, and because she refused to drink at that time, you persistently complained to her the next day. And in another instance, you tried to claim another employee's sales records as your own. And there were many more similar complaints against you that they uncovered. What? Against me? It seems that these facts didn't come out into the open until now. But after gathering the data and finding out that there was so much, and the fact that you had caused our business partners much inconvenience in the past, they decided to fire you. No way! That is all that I have been told, but I think you were told of all this when they informed you that you were being let go. What? It would be better to listen to what other people tell you. If you do that, you can avoid making mistakes so that you can live a better life. That is a given. So that is all. Please excuse me. I was wondering why such a person could be in the much-respected sales department. The recently retired ex-manager of the sales department could not say no to someone he owed a favor to, so that's why she was able to join our company. I'm not sure what to make of that, but to put that matter aside for now, as for the matter of getting beer poured all over my head, I received consolation money from Miss Smith, although it was the minimum amount that would be expected in such circumstances, but I decided to drop the case after that. That is, the 18-year-old employee reported the case to the police. And so after having talked to the president, he decided to prioritize this case. As for Miss Smith, she got herself into deep debt as she had to pay for consolation money big time. So now, in order to pay back her loan, she's doing multiple hard jobs. Apparently, she is complaining, "Why me?" as she leads a very poor life.
Do you have work today, Jack?
Work starts from noon today. Aren't you supposed to be at school?
I caught a cold.
Oh, get some rest, okay?
Yep. But today's your birthday, so I wanted to greet you.
Huh? No, I guess today is my birthday. I can believe you forgot. Thanks.
Don't forget your own birthday. That's sad. You're 20 now, right? Now?
18 is the age of majority now, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I want to grow up already, too.
But I, on the other hand, want to return to elementary school.
Being an adult is so much better. You get to do whatever you want.
Being an adult's not that easy.
What? Did Mom greet you already?
No, not yet.
Oh, really?
You know how she is. She must have forgotten.
Do you and Mom not get along? Do you guys still argue?
We don't argue.
But didn't you leave home because of a fight you had with Mom?
I didn't leave home in that sense.
But you two were shouting. I heard it.
I guess we did fight. But I left so I could have my independence. Everyone leaves the house they grew up in eventually.
Really? Everyone?
Maybe not everyone, but I wanted to leave and live on my own as soon as possible. I want to be independent.
So you're saying you wanted to be able to live on your own?
Yep, which is why I found a job as soon as I graduated high school. No one can just depend on their parents forever. I was just a bit early, but it does seem that Mom didn't like me leaving the house.
I want to become independent too.
That's impossible if you're still a child. Graduate high school first at least.
So many years from now. I want to get a job and live my own as well.
What are you saying? Finding a job is difficult if you don't graduate high school. So you should really go for the sake of your future. Right? You should go to university too if possible.
But you didn't go to university, right?
It's fine because you don't need a degree at the job I have now. Besides, I doubt Mom would have paid the tuition fee, which will probably pay if it's for you.
You and Mom really don't get along, huh?
Anyway, you're still a long way from independence if you're in elementary school. So no need to worry about it for now and just study.
Well, come home once in a while, Jack. If I were with you, as long as Mom isn't home, right?
I'm pretty busy as well. I don't really have the time to come and visit.
You're planning on becoming a chef, right? Is the training hard?
It is, but it's also quite fun. The owners are really kind, and while my tutors are strict, they're not bad people.
You always were pretty good at cooking. I love the food you cooked. I wish I could eat the omelet you used to make again.
I can make even better omelets now. Why don't you come over to my house during a summer vacation? I'll make you an omelet or any other thing you want.
Really? That's a promise, right?
Got it. For now, just go and take a nap. And when you feel better, go and study, alright? Then you can come over to my house during the summer.
Got it. I'll do my best.
It seems that you've been talking to Thompson frequently, Jack.
Yeah, it's not really frequent. Just once in a while.
So it's true. Would you please not teach him anything strange?
What do you mean by that?
I don't want him to become like you. So don't text him too much, alright?
Not like me. Did I do something?
I mean, I don't want him to become good for nothing like you and leave the house. I wonder why you turned out like that. Thompson is such a nice child in comparison.
Just how am I good for nothing? I'll work hard and pay my taxes. I make a living out of my own money now. I haven't been any trouble to anyone, and there's no reason for anyone to have any issues with me.
But this job of yours is ridiculous. I don't care if you're a chef or something, but I didn't raise you to do such a worthless job.
It isn't worthless.
I wanted you to get a job that made more money. There's so much jobs you could have taken. You could have become a doctor or a lawyer or have went to the technology sector, but you decided to become a chef. All the time I spent on you is a waste.
I'm just doing what I want to do. You have no right to interfere.
What are you saying? Do you know how much I sacrificed raising you? And then you just leave the house suddenly? Of course I have complaints.
I would have suffocated if I'd stayed there any longer. I probably would have even lost my mind. I don't want to live as your puppet.
I'm the one who raised you. But here you are. Why can't you just listen to what I say?
I had no freedom while I was living there with you. I couldn't even make any friends, you know? Whenever I would go out with friends, you would find some sort of way to bother me. There's something seriously wrong with a parent who destroys their child's friendships.
Everything I did was for your own sake. But as soon as you graduated high school, you left.
What do you mean it's for my own sake? Everything you did for yourself. Don't push your ideals on me, it's a bother.
What? What did you say?
I'm grateful you raised me, but I can't accept being controlled like some sort of puppet. My life is my own life.
You really do care nothing about your mother. I'm worried Thompson will become like you.
He's a smart kid, so he should be fine. But can you try not to control him in every way like you did with me? You just end up suffocating if you do.
I'm not as strict as I used to be, you know. I learned from my mistakes with you. I'm planning on letting him develop his abilities on his own.
I guess so. I haven't heard anything from Thompson.
Heard what?
He hasn't talked about you being too strict or anything. When I was still living there, I was barely able to put up with it. I haven't thought about leaving before high school many times.
Thompson's not like you. He's not just gonna leave like you did. That child has his head straight.
Unlike me, huh?
He's going to go to university and get an actual job, unlike you.
I see. I'm sorry I wasn't able to live up to your expectations.
There's no need for you to come home ever again. I'm not going to help. Even if you're in trouble, I don't have the money to lend you, see?
I don't need your help. The salary I have now is pretty decent and I'm working hard.
Aren't you just an apprentice over there? Stop boasting, will you?
The owner's a pretty good person. He's not the type to give me a low wage just because I'm an apprentice. He gives me a place to live and food to eat, so I'm actually able to save up money. Is that so? Well, he did hire a kid who just graduated from high school, so he must be a nice person.
Well, just don't rely on me from now on, alright?
Wasn't planning on it.
Are you still at work, Jack?
Today's a day off. What's wrong?
Is it alright if I come over and stay at your house? You told me I could come before, right? It's not summer vacation yet, but is it okay?
What, today? You got school tomorrow, right? Why not come over on a weekend instead? It'll be hard going to school from my house, right?
It's fine. I haven't been going to school anyways, which is why I want to go today.
Huh? What do you mean you haven't been going to school? Have you been taking absences?
Yep, every day for a while now.
What do you mean for a while? Since when have you not been going to school?
It's probably been 4 months since the last time I went.
You said you skipped school because you had a cold the last time, right? So you didn't have a cold and we're just not going?
Yep, I lied that time. Sorry.
So you're really not going to school anymore? Did something happen at school? Did you have trouble with your friends or something?
No reason really.
Then why didn't you go to school? Something happened, right?
I actually want to go to school, you know, but I can't.
Why?
Mom won't let me.
Mom? She's telling you not to go to school?
Yep, which is why I'm at home always.
Why wouldn't she let you go to school? You want to go, right?
She said that if I go, I'll become stupid, and that'll be negatively influencing my classmates.
What's she on about? School is a place to study, right? Why would that make you dumb?
Mom always said the same thing. Don't become like your brother, which is why she's raising me in a different way.
So that's why she's not letting you go to school. Thompson, how does she treat you? She might be even more strict with you than she was with me.
She punishes me if I rebel even a little, and she only gives me raw vegetables to eat.
Why don't you raw vegetables?
She says that eating artificial additives will make me stupid.
What? She's the one who's stupid? There's no way a child will be able to grow properly with only raw vegetables.
My head always hurts recently. I'm always exhausted as well. I want to eat some of your omelets again.
No wonder you do. You're extremely low on protein and carbohydrates. You must be low on nutrition. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I thought if I told you, you and Mom would start fighting again. Mom says to never meet with you again. I didn't want that to happen, so I kept quiet. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. It's not your fault.
I'm scared of Mom. I don't want to be with her anymore. But Mom says that I should never leave her.
She must not want to let go of you. She probably won't let you go to school so you won't get the idea of leaving her. You'll probably notice the abnormality of the situation you're in when she sees what it's like for everyone else.
So, we really are a strange family.
This isn't something a parent usually does. I noticed it eventually, which is why I left. I thought that it would be fine since she was nice to you, but it seems I should have brought you with me too.
I want to be with you, Jack, not Mom.
I'm sorry. I didn't have the emotional leeway at the time. I was only thinking about protecting myself. I had to do all I could to get away.
What should I do, Jack? I don't want to stay in this house anymore, too.
I understand. Come over to my house. Mom's up there right now, right?
Yeah? She said she'll be late today.
Then now's a chance. I'll come and pick you up.
Do you know where Thompson is? He's not home. Is he over at your house?
You got home a lot earlier than I thought you would. I'm so glad you made it in time.
Did you sneak him out?
Yep, I rescued him. What was it about you not being strict to Thompson? You're harder on him than you were on me.
What are you talking about? Who cares? Just give me Thompson back. He'll be negatively influenced if he's around you.
You're the one who's negatively influencing him.
You're saying I did something?
You wouldn't let him go to school, right? And you only gave him raw vegetables to eat, right? Thompson's so thin now, he's malnourished. You know, it's a crime to do such a thing to children. I called the cops earlier. They brought someone from the childcare department, and they had Thompson brought to the hospital. He collapsed from anemia. It's probably because he suddenly felt relieved.
Why'd you have to tell the police? I haven't done anything to get caught.
The people at the hospital are studying Thompson's body. They're checking for bruises specifically.
You think I hit him or something? Quit fooling around.
I wouldn't be surprised if you did such a thing. Anyone would doubt it, seeing how malnourished he was by you. You won't be able to obtain custody of Thompson anymore. I'll raise him from now.
What are you saying? There's no way you'd be able to raise him. You're just a child.
I'm already an adult who has a job.
But you're still an apprentice, right? What exactly will you be able to do?
My salary's pretty much the same as yours. I heard that you only work part-time now.
You've never raised a child, have you? A child needs a mother.
It's true I don't have any experience raising a child, but I'm confident I'll do a better job of it than you. I won't make him malnourished for one. Better off having no mother than having a mother like you.
Stop saying such ridiculous things. It's not easy raising a child, you know. You need a lot of money. You'll probably run out immediately.
I basically don't have to pay for food and rent. I asked the owner and it seems they'll let Thompson live with me. They even said they'll help as much as I can.
There's no way something that good can be true.
The owner and his wife are pretty kind people. They welcome kids like me who have no home. They said that they'll help me until I can handle things on my own.
There must have been some sort of catch to that. No one's that nice to others.
There are wretches like you in the world, but there are also kind people like the owner and his wife. This is what I learned after seeing society from my own eyes.
Stop acting all high and mighty. Don't steal the only hope I have left. You piece of shit. I shouldn't have had you.
Me in the past would have probably been hurt by those words and started crying. I had no self-esteem after being rejected by you over and over. I'm no longer like that. I was lucky enough to have met good people and have regained my self-esteem. Which is why I won't cry, whatever you say to me now. I'm not giving you Thompson no matter what you say.
It's your fault for being such a good-for-nothing. If only you had grown up well, I wouldn't have gone into this mess.
So you're saying it's my fault that you couldn't raise Thompson well? You've been failing at this child-raising thing from the start. So why not just give up and quit? You're not good at it.
Why do I have to hear such things from you?
I'm telling you right now because you wouldn't be able to notice for yourself. You're not fit to be a mother. Both me and Thompson aren't your puppets. Why not stop trying to push everything on your kids and become independent, huh? After that, I was given custody of Thompson, and the two of us have been living together ever since the incident with subsidiaries from the government. I found out later on that Mom became so poor that she couldn't even pay her taxes. It seems that I had more money than her from the start. She's now receiving aid from the government and is now in a mental hospital. I have no idea what happened to her after that. Both me and Thompson have resolved to live from now on, thinking we no longer have a mother. The owner and his wife welcomed Thompson warmly, and he's regained his former brightness. I plan on thanking them for all they did for us someday. The two have no children, so I'm even prepared to take care of them once they're old. Thompson's glad to be able to go to school again, and is catching up on his studies. He keeps saying how when he becomes an adult he'll get rich so that I can take it easy. I look forward to the adult he'll become.